Like out of the 7.5 billion people on the planet, you're taking advice from your fucking mom that works a 9 to 5 and does some bullshit. Like you're taking financial advice from her out of all the people in the world. No wonder you're broke. Can you call any country around the world in an hour, have whatever you need and still have a place to stay, regardless at a 5-star location, not of somebody's fucking couch? Then you haven't built true wealth. People are like, oh, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. Dude, no wonder you're not fucking rich. You're not wealthy. You don't understand how to have balance. I don't want to be a fat fuck with $100 million that can't roll out of bed. Like, I don't want to be that dude. I buy one day and I sell the same day. No. I'm in here trying to make $2 million trades, $5 million trades. I don't need to take a ton of trades. I just need to take a few calculated trades every single month. And that's it, right? And I'm good. The thing is, I've come to the place where now I have size, right? So like I can actually make $1 million trade and I can leave it and go to bed and I'll be okay if I'm down 10%. I know most people can't do that. But in order to get to that point, you either need to do one thing. You need to make a fuck ton of money and be really ready and in the right place and in the right communities for when the next bull run happens, and get in early, hopefully, and have a lot of money, or understand that a lot of people are going to be making money, spending money, and then also investing. Most people aren't going to invest everything and go full degen like I did. I could have literally lost everything, but I didn't. But I knew I wasn't going to. It was very obvious. Some of the smartest people I knew in the space literally said their entire net worth was in crypto. And since I know that they're the smartest people, I didn't fucking question it. I just put my entire net worth in crypto. And now you're here listening to me. Why? Right. Because all I did was get the right information that you guys didn't have, but that you can have if you find the right places. So my thought with this idea of like moon boys and this idea of people talking, most people haven't gained the reputation, haven't gained the recognition or the credibility or the results to speak. And what are results? Results aren't just have you done something, but is what you're doing replicatable, right? Like, is there a formula that if anybody else does what you did, they can succeed? Because there's so many variables that people out here doing a course that they sell $1 million, they do a course as if they even knew how they made the $1 million, right? They didn't go out, oh, I broke a case study down of the 30 days. Bro, that's not going to help anybody become successful long-term, right? Your case study of how you did this in 30 days. If most people don't even know how to think, they're just going to look at the data, they'll go right over them, and they'll completely forget. If I ask people to regurgitate to me things that they learn from courses versus things that they learn from failing, they're going to remind me all the things that they learned from failing, and from courses, they'll be like, oh, his stuff was cool or it was good, but there isn't a lot to remember because things come from you doing them. So when you do them and then you finally do them, there's a reason in a way that you hear somebody that knows how to speak and knows what they're talking about versus somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about and shouldn't be talking. What I see is a lot of people jump the gun, and I understand, right? Like a lot of people do what they do, but they jump the gun and they want to come into a space where they want to provide value via telling people what their opinion is, but they have no place having an opinion, because opinions, it doesn't matter. Like everybody's entitled to your opinion. Doesn't mean your opinion is worth shit, right? So how do you measure somebody's opinion being valuable? Is if they've done at a massive scale and been able to replicate the success through others, if that information is there. If I go and ask financial advice from somebody that's never made fucking money, like, why? You dumb motherfucker. Like, out of the 7.5 billion people on the planet, you're taking advice from your fucking mom that works a 9 to 5 and does some bullshit. Like, you're taking financial advice from her out of all the people in the world. No wonder you're broke, right? So it's about the sources of information. And it's one of those things where there's no problem, with like working a 9 to 5. There's no issue, but there's an issue if you're going to try and get information from those people as if they knew, oh, I've been around the block. I've been around money. Bro, if you've been around money and you haven't kept money, I don't want to listen to you fucking talk, dude. I don't care how much you've made. How much money do you have? Like how do you conduct yourself? Who do you know? Can you call any country around the world in an hour, have whatever you need, right? Can you not have money and still have a place to stay, regardless, at a 5-star location, not of somebody's fucking couch, right? Regardless of anything. No, then you haven't built true wealth, because people often confuse wealth with making money, and wealth is about abundance. Most of you guys are wealthy. You just don't understand how to utilize your wealth. You have a body that is healthy. You're wealthy. You don't know how to
Wow.
fucking use it. Right. And there's so many things that people are like, oh, I'm not rich. I'm not rich. Dude, no wonder you're not fucking rich. You're not wealthy. You don't understand how to have balance. And when you have things in balance in your life and you harmoniously level up everything, dude, excuse me, I don't want to be a fat fuck with $100 million that can't roll out of bed. Like, I don't want to be that dude. I'm not going to be that dude, right? Because that's not true wealth.
That's a failure, if anything.
With a multi-billion-dollar valuation, dead at 56.
Right.
Spare me from that shit.